Alright, here. Just doing another wind tutorial here. This one we'll try to do, we'll keep doing tour 4 that way, so that's a lower tour that most people play that are especially for you, Mike.
Is it in the Infinity War yet?
I'm gonna see if I see it maybe this weekend.
Get us in to watch it for free.
Alright, let me know.
Because my cousin works at the movie theaters. Douglas. I don't know if you.
Alright,
big beard. Yeah, but whenever we can only go when he works though.
Sounds good.
Yeah. But I'll let you know so we can all go.
Alright. Alright. Now for this one here. As you see here, we have 5.7 wind. The extra mile is 2.4. So 5 wind would equal 2 rings. So a little bit more than 5 than 5. So we'll do about almost 2.5 rings. So right here, orange is 1, green, there's blue, 2.5 rings. Now it should land exactly where I put it, right in the center there, as you can see, exactly where I placed it. Hopefully this is a little bit understanding here. So now he has 6 wind. That is also about, let's say, 2.5 rings. The start of the yellow would be 2.5. The start of the blue would be 5. And then you can add the extra, almost the middle of the blue ring. So basically, wherever you're aiming, where you want the ball to land, you turn the screen sideways and you bring it to that point where you want it to go. The wind will carry it to land where you adjust it to. Now here, the cataclysm is 2.4 per ring, so it's exactly 2. Because 2.4 times 2 is 4.8. So let's get it here. This is around where I want it to land. Alright, so we can even use this where it says take shot. So basically you want to bring it down to where it's right at the end of the orange. So we go 2.4, 4.8. And since the wind is going that way, I'll give it just a little bit of a tad right curl. That should be pretty close to where the hole is. You see, if I would have given it not as much backspin, it probably would have went in. But now you have an idea of what I mean by adjusting for the wind. For that wind calculator up there, that's the same thing for every club. Just like where it says the claw. It's 2 wind per ring. So if you're getting 4 miles per hour wind, you adjust for 2 rings, which is the end of the orange or the start of the blue. The beginning of the orange would be the first ring, or you can even say the end of the yellow would be considered the first ring. Now it also gets into other details like how far you're using that actual club. Now these clubs are basically saying if it's maxed out, like if you go to the end of the distance of that club can shoot. Now there's going to be a lot of instances where you don't need the max distance of that club and you're only using half of the distance of that club. So instead of making the full adjustment of, let's say it's 2 wind per ring, you have 4 wind and you're only using half the club distance. Instead of going the full 2 rings, bring it back just a little bit, tiny bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. Alright, the backbone is let's say rounded off to 1.5. So that's like saying 1.5 times 2 is 3. It says about 2.5 rings, just about. So we'll bring our guide to where exactly we want it to land. That's around where we want it to land. So now I'm going to adjust for about 2.5 rings. There's 1, there's 2, there's the half. And there we go. Should be very close to where I want it to land. And as you can see, a perfect adjustment. It's very easy to understand the wind, as long as you understand the basic concept of it. So Mike, on top you see I sent you the guide, the calculator. Each one of them is exactly the exact wind per ring. Now, you don't have to be exact, but as long as you're close to where you want to be, or close to what it is, you'll be right around where you want to land, instead of not making any adjustments and being completely away from the hole, or going wide left, wide right, whatever.